Hi folks, welcome again to the 8 Regents of Westeros tournament. So it's the final day of round 1 and we are jumping into one of the decisive games between Night's Watch and Tyrell. We have Johannes for Tyrell playing Dark Wings, Dark Words, which I always thought was a very decent deck for Tyrell, and we have Kings of Summer for Night's Watch, which also is decent, and we have actually on setup already Brandon's Gift and Underground Vault, which I think is good enough econ to go this with this early exchange. Get a bit of board. What does he have to give us? Ooh, he gives us Superior Claim. That's not a round 1 thing really. Especially, well, we are second player. But I think we probably wanted the draw event now that we have 10 reserves, but we have the econ actually to spam out a bunch of things. And there's no magical arbor setup in this one. It has to play the gates for Gates of the Moon because it's a 75 card deck, so check our hand, but I mean there's not gonna be too much mystery as far as our hand goes. I guess if we see some kind of lay waste in there, he knows to save the hand judgment. But, other than that, I don't think hand knowledge that important. It's just an event that replaces itself actually twice, right? Does it? Does it draw? Yeah, it draws and then it draws again. And Marjorie comes duped, but she also will be milked, I think, because he was forced to give us milk here for the exchange. Yeah, so decisive game, as I said, it's 4-3, 4-2 in favor of Tyrell at the moment. So we need to win the last one to get the draw. And not happy to see this annoying scheming Septon again, but does he come with Old Town like in all the other games? So far, no. He comes with Garland, who is not bestowed. All the icons, 2 renounce. 1 will be milked. And do we also get a situation now where he can push a challenge through? If we get Abandoned Stronghold. We get Haunted Forest, okay. Any wall? Hmm. Okay, so it's not amazing for defending challenges. But yeah. Should get stronger over the course of the game, right? Still have 1 reduction. But I think we might need to invest in the milk. Unless we have a Craven. We don't use the reduction and we don't go for the milk. Did I dream the milk? Nope, we got the milk. Waiting maybe for something more annoying. Now Marjorie is there. If there's more Ghoulies, which I think there usually is in these decks, can replace Garland. We defend with the Haunted Forest. We're gonna claim, I think, the Craftsman. Since it's done its job. So we saved 1 gold, but there's nothing for lay waste. This one we have to oppose. Ah, we'd have Ed, okay. Now Johannes can draw. With Skimming Septon. What happens on the power challenge? I mean, we don't have a wall to defend or anything, okay? So no power to gain by attacking power either, so I think military would be brave of her to kill Garland. We go Intrigue, but Intrigue we don't win. Just gonna defend it and then we just get unopposed power. And I guess the mason will be used to search for the wall. No, we spent 2 characters, so okay, we're gonna push that superior claim. But on the power challenge it's weak because there's no power to steal. Any tricks with this? Doesn't seem so because you can't bestow her. So here comes superior claim, it's not cancelled. And we will end up ahead. On the faction card advantage we do have, econ we've set up. We have the builder, so if it's first snow, he can search for the wall with the ones that go. And first snow is the one that will hurt. I mean, since we've already seen one ambush card here for Johannes, and first snow has been in virtually every deck. I think we might get hit by it at some point. PD in 75 card deck is a little more questionable, especially with only one bounty, but possible annals. And we go quite quickly. Probably not gonna go second exchange because there might be a tiny possibility of a Mad King's Command. And it's not exactly urgent, right, with 9 cards in hand, but it is tempting to play something with high reserve though, because it's haha, okay. I was gonna say it's a possibility of first snow. Okay, so there is PD, but it's just spent. So unless the game's super quick, it's not gonna come around. It's gonna get rid of Eastwatch and the Haunted Forest, which is a shame because that's really good at defending the wall against yeah, the military and the intrigue challenges, which are weak, and of course with the shrewd diplomats and stuff. I think we have to keep Walt and Brandon's gift, do we? Surprised he played this so early and 5 reserve only now. Okay, we get rid of the Vault. Hopefully we have another one. I mean, we have the Searcher, to be fair, right? So this is limit twice per round. So any location, it can just... These excess power icons can just trade into search for vaults. And we don't have to worry about military this round. Just intrigue, and we have Dolores Ed, as we know. So now comes the milk. What did we spend that last gold for last round? Nothing. I think we had it for dominance, right? Now she gets milk. And here comes the draw. Problem is going first sucks a little bit. Okay, another one of these guys that will have all the icons, assuming we can get another location. Well, that's worrying. There it is, okay. Thought we'd search for a wall though, because you need to get it immediately to be able to trigger it. Okay, we have some first snow protection now also. These 2 icons plus Ed should be okay. And I think we'll be passing challenges because there's no power to steal. And at the end, surely now some chance of some leftover builders for the Mason, right? Johannes gets the armor, which is super annoying actually. Have to Craven the character with the armor in ideal situation because it's like almost guaranteed unopposed. Not a guaranteed unopposed, but it's a big swing, and if you struggle with icons. Another renown. So they're gonna go into... he can only go into intrigue, and Garland would have to go into power. Which at the moment we don't have like amazing huge defense here, to be fair. So I think we'll concede some renown. Marjorie now also of course has renown from the attachment, so do they all just go power, collect the 3 renown? But that lets us defend weakly and then trigger Masons if he spends everything here. But it is a Dark Wings deck, so there will be one superior claim in there. Okay. Let's see if he leaves any intrigue icons. I mean, yeah, that one, yeah. 13. A reasonable chance to get a strength boost event or something for 3 gold if Septon removes itself, which of course opens up the high tower spy plays and stuff like that. Do we defend with just the 1? You can't swing it with the armor because of Haunted Forest, so... Then we'd have, yeah... Ooh, we defend with nothing at all, okay. But then now Nightmares leads to unopposed, I guess. Okay, not worth it, I guess. Conceding 3 renown. Doesn't do intrigue, but that lets us have the builders. We did have enough to defend in theory, okay. So we got a Vault, and we're trading Brandon's Gift into probably Stronghold, right? Ooh, into Craven. Okay, excellent. And here comes another one. Plate, excellent. So we have Vault and we've Craven Marjorie. What are the odds that we have Wall in hand? I feel like we might, if we don't at this point, we might do the Mason trigger next round to marshal it, because now it's time's running out, right? Tyrell will be quicker if we don't have the wall. And we spent lay waste, so now wall might be a little bit more safe. Should play Annals, which will be second lay waste, and there will be Nightmares in the deck. I think that's as far as blanking goes, but then if he's playing lay waste not on Craven, that's also quite decent. We throw Ed away. Maybe there's a second one actually. Okay, if it's first no, it gets guard back to hand, which also cancels some renown. Okay, so pushing all kinds of challenges through. Does he lose Marjorie? Wastes her Milk and Craven, but loses a duped character with 2 renown. Yeah, but gets the armor back. So there's that. And we can keep most, right? Okay, we lose the Mason, so now we don't have the wall search, so hopefully we have it. But we don't have amazing gold. Now we don't have any vaults or Brandon's Gift. or Eastwatch Carpenter, so better get something. So 1 volt we have in hand for sure, and if you had an H craftsman, that would be quite decent also. Johannes has 8 gold, so that's enough for one big, not too much more. We need bounty. Okay. Well, in the stand, so she can get 2 renown or Garland can get 2 renown. I can target power and military this round, so that's gonna be a lot of gold. Gifts back. No wall. And this is a nightmare to defend anything here with the plot, honestly. And we spend a reset. Four things available for Halder, so if the renowned guys are knelt, we might still be able to attack back even against the plot, we'll see. If all the renown goes into power and then he has superior claim and goes into annals, that would be quite tricky. 12, but really it's 20, right? Does guard still have renown now? Because renown he always had for Garland, so from Brienne now he gets the intrigue as well. We had on defense just about enough actually to make it awkward if we defended with everyone and used Halder, but then we're losing 2 challenges. So not worth it. Plus side, no superior claim. Does Brienne now stay to defend power? Or does she go military? Mm. Okay, getting rid of the Septon. We could boost it with Halder, depends how much you want power. Hmm. Ooh, and another Marjorie was there, that's a good hit. Dominance 6, we have more. Can we push power though? Risky 7 into 7. Well, if there's a boost, there's a boost. I'd give Renown away, but win dominance with 2 standing builders. Does he have anything? Of course he does. Melee Bitter Bridge, okay. 3 gold to give renown to Brienne and Fizzle are two biggest ones. Well, are only two actually, okay. No superior claim, so fine, that was worth a shot. I take dominance and search for the wall again. No, okay. Worried about this. Johannes, and these are super annoying events. But okay, he had the wardens now, and if he couldn't, I mean, if he made this one close, then surely without wardens we can now compete a little bit. But yeah, they all go into military. That's the thing, right? That's much harder to stop. We don't use the Mason, and okay, it's econ plot to vomit out whatever's left. And we have exchange. It's gonna give us the alley. Swan Brother and Craven. Craven's decent. And we of course get to go second, so if it's Randall Tarley, he's getting Craven. If not, one of these. Caspian. Well, Johannes digging a bit. Hopefully he messed it up like everyone does, because it's so weirdly written. Okay, there's another renowned body. It's played, it's not played the reset yet, so there's nothing duped. And the passive power shit that's guaranteed. Ooh, and draw superior claim on demand stuff. Okay, so now we really have to block everything, I feel. No goal left, but scheme acceptance still there. Well, if we can just get wall so that everything is additionally +1, that would be pretty sweet. Come on, do the search. I mean, 27 cards left, there's gotta be a wall in the top 10. He does. I mean, it's such a tempo hit to get this. I mean, tempo hit, waste of 2 characters to get this thing online. I think we messed up the order because we had Brandon's gift trigger on. Oh, we didn't actually, did we? Okay, we did it in the correct order, yeah. Sorry. Okay, now problem is the icons. The military icons, they can all try to get us there. Otherwise, we're not doing too badly. And of course, the fact that Queen of Thorns can search something annoying. Ooh. I'd be so tempted to put that on Queen of Thorns. But maybe the thinking is he has 9 strength on military plus whatever Knight of Flowers can get. And we might be able to block that just by defending with everyone. But then where's the intrigue icon coming from? Yes, Haunted Forest. I think Queen of Thorns will need to get herself a Nightmares. Yeah, exactly. There goes our wall. Now we can't just defend it with Haunted Forest because then it's unopposed if it's played on Haunted Forest, the Nightmares, which will deny the wall as well. But I think he might want to actually Nightmares the wall because of the strength on the other challenges, unless he's given up on the others. Take renown on. Oh, we're actually trying to successfully defend. Do we have it with Halder? Okay, now it's if Scheming Septon removes itself, and then you play Nightmares, I don't know how much strength there is then. So we have 10 on defense. Attacking with 6, and it would cost us 2, the Nightmares play, so we'd still win and deny guards renown. But I think we lose military then for sure, right? Because Knight of Flowers also gets +2. Not bad though. Does he have any ambitions of actually winning power? Problem is, we're gonna get Annals and another Nightmares on wall, so we left it too late. Should have already had 2 or 4 power from the wall now. It's gonna be denied two in a row, I think. But let's see what he can push. If he does power with them and it fizzles, it's a problem. But also, did he do this in a slightly weird way? Because mid-challenge, it would have stood Knight of Flowers with Courtier there. Going power. Oh, okay. Well, we have to treat it seriously. Nightmare's been played, but... Okay, Lord Renzo is super weak. Growing Strong is a little bit stronger, so... Okay, we do treat it properly. But that opens up military, I think, now. He finishes. He wants to defend power. How much do we have? Well, we have enough with Halder's ability to win if there isn't an event for Knight of Flowers, but actually Okay, I'm surprised. I think if we put everyone into the power challenge, we win this. It's unlikely to have that with 4 cards in hand, honestly, so I'll take an unopposed. Because Halder can now kneel Haunted Forest and the Wall, because it's irrelevant, and the Gift and the Blackbird, so when we hit the Spy, which is actually very good. Plus Dominance. Okay, Old Town we're gonna concede, but it's 10-7, and now we have the Wall online. With possible annals. And if it is annals, instead of some reset, we're just gonna vomit out the rest of our hand and make sure he doesn't actually push anything through, right? What if it's first snow? That would be quite a killer. Okay, so it is annals. Into Comor Westeros we're gonna call power surely. Problem is we go first, so now we don't have the big challenges after he's done, and Nightmares is for the wall, and Queen of Thorns can try also to get something annoying. Now let's see. We have the draw event, we have Superior Claim, which is awkward going first. And he has 1,000 cards, but the one that worries me the most is actually now melee Bitter Bridge. Because he could just put everyone in the same challenge and do mass renown. On the other hand, almost everyone who play already has renown, and they don't. Well, they do kind of share strength. There's lots of trees there if they go into power. But I don't think they're winning it. Because you have to also use melee to fizzle defenders. He actually does not have a magical arbor here to have extra gold. Does he have bounty? Gonna get all the cards, but he has 8 gold to work with. No high tower. At the moment, no bounty. Even if bounty has 11 gold to work with. We're gonna collect actually now quite a bit because we also have the Eastwatch Carpenter there. Checks her hand just to draw another card. Whatever is in there is not gonna make... I mean, if he sees some hand judgment, it's gonna make a difference, but... Not really. Well, one big renown challenge and then Old Town should be enough to close, I think, for Johannes, but... We have a chance to try to fizzle. Card in shadows, unless it's drawn with the thingy. He will know what it is. Could we use the vault, please? Maybe we keep it for Halder. If it makes no difference. Maybe 1 strength matters more than 2 gold. Okay. I mean, with Halder it's fair. What I don't want is bounty now. We have only one wall, by the way. So that lay waste, if it's still there in... Well, if gold's still there in dominance. And we're back to the beginning, right? But I have 22 cards left in the deck and no walls discarded at any point, so... At that point, surely we get it. We did not play the draw event, by the way. So that's a worry. Hopefully we know about our options here. If you don't play it until the end of the round, it's not ideal. If we went second, I think we'd go for that big superior claim. Queen of Thorns it goes, okay. That's our one big thingy. We do have the -1 claim on power challenge. I feel like they're gonna try to do it on military then and Old Town, and that should be close. Okay, blank for armor. Johannes keeps 3 gold. He effectively has 5 with Septon. One of them is for nightmares. That means 4 of them could be for melee bitter bridge. I mean, he has Iron Bank if he wants more gold, but then... Okay. We give up, but he can't attack power, right? So much strength on. We'll be back for dominance though. Okay. Again, once the renown where he can get it. I think he might be getting it on military here as well. So he has 8 to attack with. For sure one more event that we know of on Night of Flowers is 10. And we only have, I have 3 icons and a big halder. We might try to defend that, but that would involve not using the military icons, which we do. Oh, we have Castle Black. Okay, I have to stand the guy. Come on. And then we know Nightmares is gone forever. There will be at least one more round after this. Okay, we win, but we don't use Castle Black. Okay, sorry about that. There was a judge call in another game that seemed super urgent, so yeah, we missed it, and I also missed it. So let us just check what happened. So we defended successfully. Then we defended also military. There was some strength boost, but we won on defense, and then Johannes didn't have it. Okay, and we remember the watch has need, and Oltan of course hit. So wall is back, and we are now in a really good spot after some renown has gone. So I'm guessing the last plot's nothing fun for Johannes, because he could have tried to keep the renown. See if it's the last round, but maybe he thinks there's another round and he wants to regain some power. If it's Morgulis, then dupes are the thing we don't want to see. Okay, we have all the defense here in the world. No more nightmares gonna happen. Okay, no surprises. Not many either. I mean, Septon is there. The question is, can we risk a challenge? Oh no, now Brienne's non-kneeling. Okay, we're gonna trust that wall and dominance get more than Old Town does, and defend all the challenges successfully. Just don't forget Castle Black. And Johannes has to really do everything methodically here if he doesn't want another round, but I think he loses if there's not another round, and I don't know. If there is another round, it will be Renly would survive Morgulis potentially, and our board gets massively killed. But he loses so much renown. Yeah, we're gonna deny everything we can think of now, I think. Okay. Not using Castle Black until we know that there's not some kind of magic happening, it seems. Now there is. But if we Castle Black now, we're alright, right? Castle Black the Mason. Castle Black the Mason, and we win by 1. For now. Okay, we Halder instead. But couldn't we Castle Black this guy because he's now bigger because of Halder? By the way, what does a ban on Stronghold do? Till the end of the challenge, okay, sad. 1 Halder gone. Military or power? I think power's hopeless, but military. With 10, I don't think he can push that either. Finished, okay. So we're gonna be ahead, and now we see the last plots. Now Johannes does have cards now, but still no amazing econ. And he he calls character and sees bounty. Well, he will have bounty, but he doesn't get the power. So if his last plot's not a reset, and he really struggles to push challenges, and if it is a reset, then the power goes, right? What if it's stranger? Imagine that. Duel, okay. Never had a situation to duel. Okay, we go second. Well, that makes sense. But if we went first, we could actually then make it awkward because he can bring Randall. But okay, Johannes does not find it. Costs him renown if he does find it, so it makes sense. And now bounty and play out whatever else exists, right? See if it's enough. He can still win this game in a single challenge, and he gets a non-kneeler. The icon again, the net. No armor. What happened to the armor? Must be back in hand, or this time we take the gold. Well, the problem is she has stealth now. So, I think maybe practice blade would have been... But it's... Spareboot can take it anyway. Five gold, I mean that's gotta be two characters. We're just gonna blank the thingy, so no stealth. If it was Tether Assault, we'd probably use it, so I guess it's another one of these, or... Don't know if you have any forest patrols in this particular deck, I don't imagine that we do. Have a tiny chance that it's pinch of powder actually, which... Okay, Johannes passes, which I think... Well, now we're not gonna pass, are we? Because that gives Johannes another round. We are entitled to do the big power challenge. Unless we lose it, some attacking to renown in an awkward way. But I don't think we lose it. Cancelled, okay. Definitely don't do other challenges. Okay, he's gonna do it. Fair enough. Just count correctly and you're fine. Merit Bitter Bridge is gone. Has 18. I mean, we win it easily, don't we? We do lose dominance if we over-invest. The only thing we can't do is attack into renown and not win. But not doing it means we go another round potentially. So I think this is the play. And if he somehow magically defends and gets 4 renown, we should be winning 2 unopposed challenges after that, I feel. Offer of a peach, okay. Cool. We're still winning though and still have Haldra's ability. Not 2 unopposed because Brienne's still there. But Wall and Intrigue would get, and Dominance. Yeah. And we win Dominance now. Okay, we get to 15. It's not another round. Cool. That was... I'm sorry we missed that penultimate round. It looked super exciting, but actually what must have happened really is just that with our strength boost he couldn't push it through and didn't have like a growing strong or some tricks, so it wasn't that amazing in the end. Yeah. Okay, wall came late, and it ate 2 nightmares, but just in time. If that happened in our first game where we also played wall defense, we'd be in a good spot now. Now we are 4-3 down. I think I have this open, yeah. So 4-3 and Polly is our last player against Dagbrinder. I feel like that's pretty evenly matched, honestly. Both pretty solid players. So tonight coming up. Well, I say tonight. All of this will be uploaded well into the future. So it's gone by now, but let's see. Maybe we record it and see how the round ends. So yeah, that's it for this one. I'll see what's going on with the other controversial game. So thank you all for watching and see you next time.